We are loading up for our project today. We're gonna need all of it. So much fun, absolutely made for it. Look at that.
If only we had a mini excavator.
If only. All right, we're locked and loaded. Well, as you guys saw, this thing's pretty rough. And I mean pretty rough. I'm actually half surprised we didn't find somebody living in here, though. You just never know with these places right off the highway. But some weird finds right off the bat, I'll tell you that. I fell through the floor already once. Oh, no, there I go. Happened. Stand on the frame there. Oh, we got mason jars for days. Who knows what that had in it. But oddly enough, this doesn't smell nearly as bad as I thought it would. Really, half at all. It's just junk. I'm sure all the food and everything's been eaten by critters. But woo! This mobile home is going to be a doozy to take care of, but luckily it looks like most of it's deteriorating away. No crazy finds yet in terms of dead bodies or otherwise. That's kind of why I flew that thing in. I don't even want to look in the shower yet. But yeah, should be a pretty easy tear down. I just definitely won't be inside of it doing it from in here. Keegan's unloading the machine. What we're gonna do is first kind of go over what the plan is. We're gonna find all the trash in this field first and kind of find it, make sure we don't run over it with the mower, because that would be worst case scenario. And we'll come back afterwards, after we get all the trash kind of in a decent pile, make a path for it. We'll come back and we'll brush mow everything. We'll take out some trees as well. And then we'll also come back with a dumpster, pick up all this junk, and then simultaneously tear down that thing. This one's gonna be a lot of fun, I already know it. So Keegan right now is picking up all that trash, so it's right there in the middle, and he's just piling on there nice and neat. And then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna walk through the rest of the field, and we're gonna look for some, you know, additional trash or junk that we might not know exists. That way we don't end up hitting it with the brush mower. So my job is going to be to get all the pricklies all over me as I look for anything else that we just don't want to hit. He's also going to pick up a bunch of the tree branches over there and pile them up, the big ones that we don't want to hit with the mower either. What I'm looking for right here is, this is marking a fiber line, so I want to make sure that his claw isn't digging up and possibly ripping anything out of the ground. That would be a nightmare, but otherwise, I mean, the rest of this field's pretty clear. I need to figure out if that shed over there is going too. I wonder if that looks just as good as that home. Oof, yummy. Please don't be a dead body. No, but we do have plumbing. and electrical. I'll have to make sure none of this is connected, but I'm gonna have a feeling this might get just toppled over. We could always just leave all this stuff in here and just take the actual structure itself down. Stuff that's dangerous right here. I mean, you wouldn't see that, it's the same color, so you don't want to go blazing through fields like this and not checking for stuff like that, especially in a field, a water line. This pile is getting big fast. This is Keegan. This is one of the first time he's ever used a grapple. Like I said, we're making a wood pile over there and a junk pile right here. And what I'm having him do is I'm having him tear out anything over about, like, you know, 3 inches or so, or pulling up any of these big stumps that I don't want to hit with the brush mower here in a little bit. So, I mean, in a few minutes he's already knocked out this section, and then I'll be able to jump in and use the brush mower here soon. So we just picked up all the cinder blocks and separated those. We got ourselves like a nice clear path right away to just kind of see what else we got going on. But yeah, let's jump into that brush mower next. right, so day one, we're losing some sunlight. We're gonna do a little bit more, but just to give you an idea, all of this is gone. We'll come back with the chainsaws and we'll cut down the big stuff and pull out the big stumps. We're gonna combine these stumps over here with the trees we got over there. But we've kind of cleared our path that we needed to get to the trailer to do the demo on the trailer. So pretty pumped for that. We're gonna essentially clear out the rest of this tonight, get all this pulled out. We might even be tearing this shed out, it sounds like. But we gotta just get this nice and clean so we can get to this, because otherwise once we start tearing into this, we gotta work all around all this crap. But good first day. I mean, seriously just a matter of hours. Made some serious progress. Grapple bucket is incredible. We don't need chainsaws for this. Obviously that's a small area, but we just literally grabbed it and pushed the stump over that was in the ground. And now we're all just combining all the wood piles into one. We tore out another one that was right over there. So now we're down to one wood pile that we took from over there and one trash pile, which will probably push a little bit farther over this way once we start tearing into that home. Dang, really happy with one day. Look at that, November in Missouri and Illinois. And I'm still finding snakes. Little baby guy. This is your last chance to get free, dude. Gonna be some serious construction after this. Or deconstruction. Get out of here. Right, day two. Oh, the only bummer about day two is it's 30 degrees, while day one was 80. And it's only been a week. Gotta love the Midwest. All right, so the goal today is to get as much of this tree down as we possibly can without hitting power lines or the house on the other side of this trailer, because tomorrow it's supposed to snow. And like I said, it was 80 degrees, but now snow's coming and I do not want to be cutting down a tree in the snow. Recruited my dad today. He's never used a skid steer before, so we're gonna let him play with it. What you should never do is use the bucket in a skid steer to lift yourself up. Even under like the best circumstances, don't ever do it. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. All right, there you go. Stay there. Alright guys, I purposely didn't actually film us cutting this tree down. A, because I was hyper focused on doing it right, because I didn't want to take out that fence next door. And B, because, well, I'm not a tree guy. I mean, as you can see, I'm not a tree guy from my channel. I know how to cut down a tree, but it's not necessarily the proper, safe way to do it. So the last thing I was gonna do was show you guys how I did it. But if you've ever seen a monkey climb a tree, and then imagine giving him a chainsaw, it's pretty much what I did. It was pretty terrifying, a lot of shaking, a lot of bouncing. Part of me really wishes I would have got on video, just so you could have seen it, but you guys would have ragged me in the comments. But we got most of it down. We just got this little bit left. We're gonna clear out what we have on the ground on the other side. My dad's already fired up one of the chainsaws, so we're gonna cut those up, take them over to our pile of wood for a bonfire, and then take down the big kahuna. That's all that's left. Safety, make sure we pull it nice and tight, like how we gave ourselves plenty of attachments there. A little overkill, but whatever. We'll get it nice and tight and we'll go ahead and cut it. Of course, the camera died right before it fell, but she down. Yeah, it's not a pretty cut, but it's off. All right, day 3. The conditions just keep getting better and better. Now we have snow, and we were here less than like 24 hours ago. So this is not going to be fun. Every trailer and truck here that I own, we got the backup truck, we got the flatbed trailer for the skid, and we've got the other truck with the other trailer, and we got 2 dumpsters here. So Keegan's going to go ahead and start. We're going to get this pile out of the way now. We're going to load up this bad boy before we start tearing into this. think the most annoying thing about this job is there are mobile home slabs or old ones all over the place, and some of them that are broken or just thrown around in here. So I'll be going with the skid and I'll be going towards something and then boom, it gets stopped. It's super rammy. I don't like to be super rammy with my equipment, so. Ooh, wow, looking a little rough. It's like I'm working or something. Well, those are annoying. Jeez. Grandma's rug fell apart. Crazy. This right here used to be somebody's kitchen, and they used to go to the bathroom over there and sleep over there too. Not anymore though. All right, Keegan's back with the first dumpster. Second dumpster's full. He's gonna run that. I'm gonna fill that one up. We probably won't have time to empty that one today because Keegan actually has somewhere he's got to be. So what we'll do is we'll probably take that one back home with us, and I'll empty it in town tomorrow. But then this one I'll have empty for a rental. So everything's working out as planned, which never happens. All right, Keegan's out. Load number 2. We got the third dumpster. Lightly used trailer frame. Make me an offer. No low balls. I know what I have. So the funny thing is, this thing folded like a pretzel, way more than I expected. I just kind of picked it up and started bending around and basically used the bucket to separate the welds in between. And then after that, I started folding it up and realizing I can come back with a saw and maybe cut once here, once on the frame underneath, and we can kind of fold it up a little bit more and fit the whole thing in that dumpster when we leave and take it to the scrapyard. So it'll be probably pretty much one of the last things we do. Otherwise, this is the last pile here. We got like a lot of debris. We'll have to use a flat bucket to, you know, kind of scoop stuff in. There's going to be a little bit of raking and picking stuff up, but the majority of it's done, guys. We got that dumpster, and then this will probably be one, if not maybe two dumpsters, maybe 1.5, depending on what size I bring back with me. But I mean, we got a little bit of just junk to clean up and the trailer frame to get rid of. But after that, I'll go ahead and I'll drop these trees, get them out of the way for them. These should be pretty easy to do. These are all kind of leaning away from the power line, so they should be pretty easy to drop for the most part. So I told him I would take care of what I could, and well, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and call it though, because at the end of the day, you guys don't want to see me do all the little nitpicky cleanup with a rake over here, cleaning up some of this stuff and, you know, getting rid of one last dumpster. You've seen me dump 1,000 times. So I hope you liked the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't seen this content before. But hopefully we can demo some more stuff before it gets so cold and we start pushing snow. But outside of that, just a little bit left. Again, smash that subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thanks again.